That he had stuck a GPS on her car and hid it. Knew everywhere she was going. He was driving by her house, sitting in the parking lot across from her street, stalking her.
She was stalked, harassed, and eventually killed by a vengeful ex. Now, nearly 1 year later, friends and family of Jackie Wisniewski will stand with Senator Tim Kennedy to announce new legislation to better protect those who are caught in similar situations. News 4's Anthony Kanji has details on this from the newsroom. Anthony?
Jorden, before 33-year-old Jackie Wisniewski was killed by Dr. Timothy Jorden, she was harassed and stalked by the Army weapons specialist turned medical surgeon. The Wisniewski family will be there this morning as lawmakers introduce legislation to prevent electronic stalking, especially in domestic violence cases.
She didn't deserve that. She was a good person. She really was. She was great to her son.
It was a case that made national headlines. A 2-day manhunt for a rogue doctor and Army veteran who shot and killed his former girlfriend at work. Hospital receptionist Jackie Wisniewski was shot and killed by trauma surgeon Dr. Timothy Jorden in the basement of ECMC back in June of last year. He then shot himself and was found 2 days later. But before that fateful day, Jorden stalked Wisniewski in what could only be described as a complicated relationship. Prior to her murder, she discovered a GPS tracking device that Jorden had placed on her car.
She told me that he had stuck a GPS on her car and hid it. Knew everywhere she was going. He was driving by her house, sitting in the parking lot across from her street, stalking her.
In 2006, nearly 100,000 stalking cases nationwide involved the use of GPS devices. This morning along Buffalo's waterfront, State Senator Tim Kennedy and the Wisniewski family intend to unveil new legislation that would prevent stalking with the use of GPS and other electronic devices. Right now, there is no legal statute that outlaws the use of GPS devices in stalking cases.
Under the proposed legislation, installing a GPS tracking system to determine the location and movement of a person would be a felony. Live in the newsroom, Anthony Kanji, News 4 Wake Up.